In this video, I'm going to share with you the secrets on how you can run your email marketing campaigns a lot better in 3 simple steps. Now you're going to want to stick to the end because I have a little bonus for you guys as well. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a way to capture as many emails as possible. Think about emails and names as little raindrops that come from the sky, and you're going to want to capture as many raindrops as possible. So in this step, I'm going to show you 6 different ways on how you can capture as many raindrops as possible to grow your email list as big as you possibly can. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a sign-up form in the first place. There's been a lot of dispensary owners that I've spoken to, and they have a section where people can put in emails on the website, but they don't even know where it goes in the first place. So you're going to want to make sure you have a way to collect the emails. Namely, you put it on your website, maybe in the footer, and maybe higher up if you want to collect more emails, or maybe even a pop-up. But what you need to ensure is that you have the sign-up form up in the first place, because if you don't have a way to collect people's emails, then it doesn't matter. The second thing that you're going to want to do is make sure you have a way for people to sign up in store. So whether that's something super simple or a sheet, or you have a tablet where people can go ahead and put in their information in a form of email, what we want to do is we want to make sure we allow as many ways that your customers can come in and give you emails as best as possible. The third way is that you're going to want to go ahead and use social media, right? So once you create that email link, whether it's a page on your website or something like that, you can then go ahead and link that same link to your website as well. And for those of you that are having age gate issues and having the problems of getting things restricted, what you can do is you can create a specific landing page just to collect emails so that you know your visitors will go ahead and put the email. Because sometimes when you connect your main website and it has cannabis and marijuana keywords, Instagram can flag that. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your contact list sign up form right on your social media page, so then you can leverage that as a customer acquisition strategy tool as well. The fourth thing that you can do is you can offer giveaways. So if you have contests and giveaways, free merch, free accessories, or you want to do a lottery or anything like that, it's a very easy and a very effective way that you can collect as many emails as possible. The fifth one, and probably one of the most effective ways, is point of sale. So just training your bud tenders to ask for emails is a very, very good way that you can collect emails as you continue moving forward. What we want to do is do a few smaller and smaller things. Again, these are little raindrops, right? You're not going to grow your list to 10,000 right away, but what you can do is you can ask for emails at the point of sale, so then you can get these emails and then send them messages later. Then sixth and finally is a referral program. So a lot of people use referral programs to generate more sales, right? But if we know that with your email list, the more people you have on your email list, the more money you make because of the things that I'm going to tell you later. What this also means is that we can then incentivize ways so that people can share email signups as well, right? Because if it's very hard and very difficult to get referrals on people buying products, it might be a little bit easier to do emails. But the most important thing when it comes to email collection is that you need to have something valuable to give away so that people can give you something of value, namely their email. Gone are the days where you can just have a contact form on a website and people just go sign up automatically. You need to have some sort of incentive that allows your customers to go sign up on the website in the first place. So whether that's, again, discount, free shipping, free merch, early access, whatever compliance is in your region, you're going to have to make sure you figure that out, but it needs to be something of value so that you can get the emails back. Step 2 is all about sending. So we've collected as many emails as possible. We've collected all the raindrops from the basin. And what we want to do is we want to make sure we send these emails in very specific ways. So sending emails isn't necessarily just telling people to buy your stuff. There's a lot of different things that we can do here as well. So again, there's 5 more steps that we can talk about when it comes to sending emails. So the first one, most obvious, promotions and discounts, right? Whenever you have any promotions, grand openings, closing sales, hopefully you don't need to do that, or anything that you need to promote, any discounts that you need to do, whether it's holidays, you have Christmas deals, you have Halloween deals, whatever is coming up, you can go ahead and send that out to your email list immediately. The next one is then sending out personalized email campaigns. So this is a slightly more advanced strategy, but you can do what's called segmenting your list. So once your list is big enough, let's say you have 5,000 people, 10,000 people, of that list, you have people that will be top 10% of purchasers, top 20% of purchasers. Maybe they mainly buy flour, edibles, concentrates, tinctures. So now you can start personalizing these emails, because if you have your email list and you know that out of your entire email list, 20% of people are devout edible purchasers, you can then send those people email specific to edibles themselves. So then your conversion rate goes up higher, right? We are sending more effective emails per email you're sending as well. It's not just about blanket sending to 10,000 people. It's how do you go about sending emails to people that are going to be relevant to the thing that they want, i.e. how are you going to provide value to your customer? So the third one that you can do is event invitation. So if you are a dispensary that runs a lot of events, so whether it's barbecues or whether it's like holiday promotional events or brand partnership events, these are things that you can also invite your audience to. So it doesn't always have to be buy. It could then be, here's an invitation to this really cool event. Thank you for being such a supporter of us. We really appreciate your support. Be on the lookout for more events, but for now, please come to this one because this one's going to be really awesome. Something along those lines. The fourth one is then surveys. Surveys are incredibly important because surveys allow you to get a gauge on how your customers are feeling about your business already, right? You're the business owner, you're the marketing director, you're in the trenches. You're always trying to just do the work. But ultimately, the customer is what matters. So when you send out surveys, you can then get a much better idea about what your customers want. Again, get proper feedback. Don't just be like, don't be super boring. You could be like, okay, we ran this event. What can we do better next time? What did you like about the event? What did you dislike about the event, right? Hey, we're thinking about bringing in 4 different types of flower, but we want to make sure that we get your vote in. The product that gets the most amount of votes is the product that we're going to bring in, right? So you can do all these cool and unique things over email. Too many people just go and send promotion, but you're extracting so much value out of your customer base that you're not providing any value with your email list at all. And the fifth one, again, is those referral programs. So I mentioned it before, is that you can use referrals to then go ahead and get people to sign up for more emails. It doesn't always have to be, give us a customer and then we will give you a discount. It could be, hey, if you provide us with 5 emails, right, that we can add to our email list, you will get signed up for this lottery ticket or something like that, right? And then once you use these 5 different strategies, you can then go ahead and leverage the emails that you get so that you can then maximize the value that you get out of your audience. Last but not least is the optimization phase of sending emails. And arguably this is the most important piece because too many people just go ahead and send the emails and just continue doing the same thing over and over again. But we touched on this before, is that once you do something and you have enough data to figure out, okay, this is what baseline is, you can always continue to make this better. So once you send out a decent set of emails, I always say, just be consistent with your marketing activities. If you're going to email, send out 1 email a week, and then send out 2 emails a week, and then send out 3 emails a week, right? Then you're going to get some data pieces on, okay, what is your open rate? What is your click-through rate? How many bounces are you getting? Are you going to spam? You get all of this data to see, okay, what words, what length, how are your email campaigns being run? So then you can use this data to make better and more informed decisions moving forward. Too many people just want to skip this step. They want to say, hey, Brandon, I want to run a bunch of email campaigns and then make a bunch of money. That's not exactly how it works. You need to go ahead and look at the data. So the first one, like I said, is personalization. So personalizing things like the subject line, personalizing the body, personalizing their name, not just, hey, sir, here's our product, or not even say that at all. Hey, John, here's what's going on, right? And then testing out the subject line. Personalization matters. And when you mention people's names and emails, your open rates will absolutely skyrocket. The second thing, again, is segmentation. How do you segment your list? Are you going to segment by people purchasing? Are you going to segment by category of products that they buy? Once you segment your list, you can then get a much better idea of the popularity of the different areas of what you have going on. And then you can also drive the people in that direction to purchase more things. So another great example is that if people mostly purchase flour, right? But you want to get your customers cross-buying products because the cart size is going to increase. You then want to make sure that you can go ahead and maybe say, hey, if you buy this flour deal, you get this free beverage, right? Something along those lines. You just want to make sure you stay within compliance. Again, this is a YouTube video, so it's very general, but you get the point, right? You want to make sure you provide as much value as possible. Third thing is optimizing for mobile. When you craft your email, you're probably going to go online, you're probably going to go type it on your desktop and say, hey, this is really good, right? Please send yourself a test email first. You're going to want to make sure that you optimize for mobile because that's where people are going to go ahead and start clicking. Right? The fourth one is then including a clear call to action. So when creating a call to action, it might be order here, shop now, sign up, right? View invitation, anything along those lines, because it prompts your visitors to take an action on the email itself, right? Don't just send the promotional newsletter and then say, hey, get 15% off here. It's like, if you want this 15% deal, shop here. Because again, the people who are viewing the email are then going to take a specific action. And it's very, very important that if they're viewing on mobile, you make sure that the landing page that they're going to is also mobile optimized. Because if it's not, and they're viewing on their phone, they're just going to click away and none of this is going to matter at all. 5, you need to use a clear subject line. None of the secret code subject line, but you want to make it clear and you want to make it concise. Get 15% off of flower products now. Not, today's the best time of the year, the leaves are falling and we want to make sure you're taken care of. Nobody knows what that means, right? Clear, concise, to the point. You want to make sure that whoever can read this as a glance, when the notification pops up on their phone, they know exactly what they're going to get as soon as they open up the email. 6, you want to make it visually appealing, because you don't want to make it just like a bunch of block text. You want to make it visually appealing for people to see. Again, you can go overboard. Don't just go and put a bunch of logos and stuff like that, but make sure it is at least aesthetic so then people associate your emails with something good. 7 is then testing and measuring. So this is what I was talking about before, right? Look at your open rates, look at your reply rates, look at your click-through rates, look at how many emails you're sending, look at your open rates on the different days, right? Because what you're going to get is an idea of what emails are performing better and what emails are not performing the best, right? Does a Tuesday discount deal about flour for 15% perform better than a Friday discount deal for an edible at 20%? So we want to make sure that we have these data pieces so that we know how do we improve these email marketing so that we can squeeze the juice out of this marketing strategy, right? If you're going to do it, you might as well do it well. Last but not least, 8, as I mentioned before, timing does play a piece. Like, do your Friday afternoon emails send better, or do your Tuesday morning emails send better, right? You want to make sure you can send the emails that hit the inbox at the specific point in time, because what ends up happening is that you're going to get, again, a much better idea of what the scheduling is going to be moving forward. To very quickly conclude, we have the 3 ways that you need to send out your email marketing. The first one is then collection. The second one is then sending. And then the third one, very important piece, is optimization. And you keep on going, right? And then last but not least, I said I did have a bonus for you. Now, one of the email marketing secrets, and you probably have seen it, is something called the NPS score, or Net Promoter Score. So all this is you've probably seen it, is like, how would you rate your services from 1 to 10, right? But all it is just one answer question, and then you get a numerical value, right? So then what happens is that when you implement this NPS system, you send it out to your list, and don't send them this all the time, and all it just says, how likely are you to recommend our services or products to another person? And then it says 1 to 10. If you're getting 8 and above, that means your business is doing fantastic, very, very good. If you're getting below 8, 7 and below, that means there's something that needs to change, right? And then you need to go in and figure out, okay, who do I need to talk to? What are the things they're worried about? Do I need to look at my Google reviews to see if they're slacking? Then you go and see exactly what your business is all about, and then you can figure out what tweaks you need to make on later. And I know this is something that it's like, Brent, I'm just going to brush this over, but the NPS score is very, very important, right? If you have 10,000 people in your email list and then a lot of them are saying 4s, 5s, and 6s, then you need to make sure, you need to figure out exactly what's going wrong, right? And not to make this video too long, but I was working, or still am working with this dispensary, and we're still trying to fix things up, is that 70% of the people who purchased from their dispensary didn't purchase a second time. So what we need to do is we need to ensure that we continually improve our product and make sure that things keep on going, because if we don't take a look at our customers and we start getting complacent with how we need to deal with things, then big issues arise. So if you like that video on email marketing and now know how to run more effective email marketing strategies for your dispensary, I highly encourage you to go click the link in the description and schedule a one-on-one chat with me, because with these YouTube videos, I can only go so general with the content that I'm making, but when I speak with you directly, I can have direct context into what I can actually provide you insights on. So the one-on-one call is completely free. You can go ahead and book it below, find a time, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.